Recently try to pay attention. There are a number of significant Republican candidates around the country. That would include Blake Masters in Arizona, Donald Bolduc in New Hampshire, for example, who seem to have been defunded by the Republican Party in Washington. Why is that? Something's going on here. Ned Ryan might know what is going on here. He's the CEO of American Majority. He joins us tonight. Ned, thanks so much for coming on. So maybe I'm just being paranoid, though I'm not sure you can be too paranoid at this point, but it seems like a lot of the candidates who are challenging the most basic orthodoxies of Washington, views that are not shared by the majority of Americans, people who actually want to make this a representative government, are getting shafted by the funders in D.C. Is this happening?
It's absolutely happening. I mean, Mitch McConnell's Senate Leadership Fund just pulled $8 million worth of ads out of Arizona. And Tucker, I remind people that the Emerson poll that just came out recently shows Blake down by 2 points against Mark Kelly, who's only at 47%. It's an eminently, it's a winnable race. And I think one of the reasons they're doing this, Tucker, if we're being honest, the GOP establishment is not putting America first. They don't want America first. It's Washington first and America maybe eventually. And you look at this behavior, it's by sociopaths. You can only look at this. Mitch McConnell would much rather lose races than have America first senators in the Senate because he's petty, he's vindictive, and he despises the base. And that's the only explanation. I think it's the real explanation as to why he's pulling funding for Blake Masters and others. He would prefer to be in the minority. He's playing games. Tucker, let's be clear. He's playing games with the future of this country because he is petty and vindictive.
Well, it's also true, at least according to news accounts, that Mitch McConnell's family has benefited greatly from its ties to China, communist China. So maybe it wouldn't be a good thing to have other members of the Senate who are openly anti-China who might say something like that out loud, because you're not allowed to say that out loud.
Well, I mean, it's a problem. You don't want America First senators inside a Republican caucus. Then it becomes unruly. You might not be able to control it. I've said this plenty of times, Tucker. I'll say it again. Mitch McConnell is a small enough individual that when push comes to shove, all he really cares about is being the leader of the Republican caucus, even if he's in the minority. That's all that Mitch McConnell cares about. He doesn't care about really being in the majority. He doesn't care about the country. He wants to be the leader of the Republican caucus inside of the Senate. And if he has America First senators inside of the caucus, it becomes problematic for him. Therefore, I will pull funding, $8 million worth, from Blake Masters and other funding from other America First types, because I'd much rather they lose than win and cause problems for me in Washington, D.C., even if it means I'm in the majority.
Man, I hope patriotic Americans can make up that deficit